With no events to race, many professional mountain bikers are feeling the pinch. But the Darkhorse Wheels team of Shaun-Nick and Timo are in a good place and doing everything they possibly can to be in peak physical and mental condition when racing resumes.
How do you think the speed is going to be like once racing commences after COVID?
Sure, I know that the Tour de France guys, they said that there's going to be a two-speed Tour de France this year. The guys who had indoor trainers and the guys who didn't. So I'm not sure. It's going to be quite interesting to see who had a mountain bike track close to them to do some skills. Yeah. I know I crashed today, which twice doing this shoot, so that's not ideal. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a two-speed racing.
Yeah, and with Aria arriving in July and racing starting in August, how do you think that's going to play out with having a firstborn and actually starting the racing season all over again?
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite tough. Like you all know, that the first few weeks you don't get any sleep, so hopefully I can get a few nights good rest before the big races. Yeah.
My suggestion would be to have two different rooms, and then one sleeps with Aria in the room and the other one sleeps.
I think I'll tell my wife to go and sleep in the baby's room.
So that you can sleep.
So that I can sleep, yeah.
It works well.
So Timo, what did you miss the most of lockdown regarding the training of?
During lockdown, the thing I actually missed most is I was lucky enough to actually still train. We were in the Northern Cape and I trained on the farm in a small 5-kilometer loop. But the thing I missed most was riding with friends and like people and you and teammates. And other than training, that's the thing I missed the most.
Oh, cool. And tell me, what was your biggest challenges during the lockdown, being in the Northern Cape?
Well, probably lack of alcohol, to be honest.
5 years ago, Darkhorse Wheels team owner Shaun-Nick was a top-class road racer and focused on reaching his dream of racing in the big time.
In 2015, I actually got an international professional European road cycling contract, and I went there for 2 years. I gave myself 2 years to get into a World Tour team. Those 2 years were almost up. And then I had a crash on the road where my big chain blade of my road bike went straight through my calf muscle and it sliced open my leg until the bone. And I think it was 16 stitches to close it up. And that was the final straw to make me come back and try something else.
And that something else was back in South Africa in the vibrant mountain bike racing scene.
So in 2019, I started a team with the aim to give the opportunity to more riders to become professional athletes. We were quite successful in doing that. We got quite a few good riders who developed into great riders over the past 2 years. So last year we got a junior rider on the team. He went on to win the Nissan Trail Seeker half marathon at Van Galen's. This year we have Timo, who really improved a lot since he came on board in June 2019. And yeah, we gel well together, we get along well. We've actually become quite good friends over the past year. What I like about Timo is that the really good thing is that he's always humorous. You have to be serious in cycling if you're going into a big race, but we all really hard on ourselves naturally, being professional athletes. So I think having that humor but still being professional is a good mix of characteristics.
A year later, I'm still riding for the team, and I think we've developed as friends and as teammates to something really, really special. We really help each other in races and outside of races. He knows a lot about training, and I can definitely learn from him. And he's also got a vast racing experience. So when it comes to tactics on the road or off the road in mountain biking, he really can assist me. And I think long term, if the team continues, we can really get some great results in stage races and individual races in South Africa. And in terms of what makes our team special, I think we're just different. It's not just a team where we go out and try and get results and try and give our sponsors publicity. I think all of that just happens naturally for us. So this year we're on like really cool bikes that I enjoy. We're on the Canyon Lux bikes, but to me personally the best part of the bike is how the guys at Darkhorse Wheels actually put the bike together for us. They really made the bike shine. We have completely unique bikes in terms of paint and the way the bikes are designed to really fit the wheels in terms of the way it looks and the way the bike rides. The bike complements the wheels and the wheels really complement the bike well, and all in all it's an awesome package. And yeah, I can't fault anything or any of our equipment. I really enjoy everything.
So the wheels are really responsive, they're really stiff, and like I said, they're really stable. So going through corners and over rocky sections, they are ideal. You don't have to worry about breaking a rim. They are really bulletproof.
I don't know if we're going to start racing in 2020. If we do, I want to be at my top level or the top form that I can be once racing starts to achieve some coverage for the team and our sponsors. If we don't start racing in 2020, I can promise you that Shaun and I will both be as strong as we can be for that first race of 2021 season, which will most probably be Darkhorse, where we both had a good race this year. So I hope we can start racing soon.
Obviously we don't know when the races are going to start, but personally I would like to do as much as I can to try and grow our team into a bigger and more successful team. I just want to add that a lot of the teams are struggling financially since the lockdown started. We have one of the biggest teams in South Africa who actually lost their main sponsor completely. We are fortunate enough that our sponsors, they're still involved with the team and still trusting and supporting us through this difficult time.
So the challenge is to see who can take one of the tires off and put a new tire on to one of my Darkhorse wheels. Each of us has one wheel to finish, and luckily my bike needs new tires. We can do it in a bit of a challenge format and see who can do it the fastest. Let's go.
It's pretty clear who the practical one is on the team. Timo is well behind Shaun-Nick.
This is not going in my favor.
Thank you. It wasn't much of a challenge.
Luckily I'm not the one with the technical knowledge.
Just as well, Darkhorse wheels don't puncture too often.
Yeah, so I wash my bike like every 2 to 3 days. I like to keep it clean. Obviously a clean bike is a fast bike.
I used to wash my bike all the time, pretty much every day actually, but now I have a child and it doesn't happen at all.